Toronto is so ugly. I was in Toronto 7 years
Oh,
ago.
wrong. Toronto. No, don't say
Yeah,
that
it
about
was so ugly.
Toronto. No, you're ugly.
Okay. Are you?
Toronto's gorgeous. Come
Is it?
on.
Okay, maybe compared to
No.
Chicago, it's gorgeous.
Hey, easy, buddy. No, first of all, Chicago is more beautiful than both those cities.
Yeah.
But no, what's wrong with Toronto? It's a nice city.
Is it?
Like, what do you have against
Have you
Toronto?
been to Toronto?
I have, yeah.
Okay. I
It's a
don't know,
nice
like
city. It's fine.
I was there
It's
in
a
the
city.
I was there in the winter time. It wasn't that nice. It was too much concrete for my liking.
I mean, that's also, as a Soviet, that's kind of in your blood. Like, come on. You should love this. Or maybe that's why you left. Too much concrete.
Yeah.
But, Toronto's a fine city. Come on. Come
It's okay.
on.
Everyone I speak to,
Prick.
like all my friends that moved from Toronto to Vancouver, they're all hating Toronto. They're saying it's too cold in the winter time.
Well,
Can't
that I
breathe in
can
the
agree.
summertime. Too much
I
concrete,
agree.
not enough vegetation, the whole 9 yards. There's nothing in there.
Okay. The weather I agree with. The architecture I think is nice.
In the city center, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's like
fine.
everywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's a fine city. It's fine.
It's all right. It will do.
Well, like, why don't you move to Phoenix then? If you're like, oh, I hate cold weather, or blah blah blah, move to fucking Phoenix. Like, come on.
I don't know. I have to adapt to American culture. It's so different.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I'll give you. It is hard to adapt to a better culture, but like
To a better
once
culture.
you once you once you get it, then
Yeah,
you're
like,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like I was
once
talking to
you
an Englishman. He said, "You don't call a sidewalk. It's a pavement." You know. So your English is
pavement. What is
incorrect.
he talking about? He doesn't know shit about anything. He's from England. Fuck him.
You
He
know,
didn't invent pavement.
he invented English language.
Nah.
Yeah.
No. No.
You know, he said, "Why is there a sidewalk? There's no center walk."
Well, because why would there be a center walk? There could theoretically be
Yeah,
a center
in
walk. It just
theory, if
makes
there
no
is a
fucking
sidewalk,
sense.
there has to be a center walk.
No. That's idiotic. What do you mean?
Then why call it a sidewalk? Why not just call it a walk? Go on a walk.
Because it's on the side
On the side of what? Of center walk?
of the street. Like, why do you call it the right side of the street? It's like, where's the center side of the street? It's like, well,
Yeah, the center is where the center lane is. That's the center.
yeah, exactly. Like, you don't need a center walk because that makes no fucking sense. So the sidewalk's on the side, the right side's on the right side, the left side's on the left side. Oh.
Oh,
What's this
okay.
gentleman?
I hope.
Well, no, but they drive backwards.
I hope your
Shit.
president is gonna make your country great again. It's not
He
great
will,
enough. It's not good
and
enough.
I hope your president gets what's it called? A vote of no confidence.
Embargoed. He gets
A vote of no confidence, and you guys get 25% tariffs for
I
not
hope so too.
going
You
hard
know,
enough on
like,
fentanyl.
because I don't give a shit because I'm not in Canada. I hope
Huh?
he gets impeached.
No,
Yeah.
vote of no confidence. That's what they do for
Is
the
that what they
parliament.
do in Canada? Okay. All right.
I think so. Yeah, with parliament.
I hope that Mr. Trump takes over Canada, and Canada is going to be the northern state of the United States.
Well, we'll add I think we'll add 13 states, right? I think it seems fair.
The whole Canada's population is the size of California, so.
Yeah, but California's.
What?
Come on. We don't want to compare California to Canada.
We're talking about population. We're not talking about
population.
We're not
fine,
talking about the Latino side of the United
but
States.
I'm just saying, if we don't have to add them as one state. Like, we're not talking about California. California's a bad state.
Yeah, it could be just the one state. That's it, right?
Nah. It's got to be 13. Or
13
however many
fif-
states, or how many provinces they have.
I think
it's
there
like
are
12.
15 provinces, but what are you going to do
15?
with the French? They're not going to stand speaking English.
14
They're
provinces.
going to say you guys are going to have to make French as an official language of the United
They
States.
do have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked with French Canadians before where in Quebec
Right.
City,
Mhm.
they have, or no, they lived in Montreal, but they, like, the companies had to have French signs. Otherwise, it didn't count. And then, like, the government was mad at them.
Mhm.
That's interesting. But, no, Quebec, they were nice. They were
Yeah.
really smart. But
I think we give we'll give the Quebecois independence, make it a
no,
separate country.
no.
Yeah.
America. They're a part of
Yeah.
America.
But French and Americans they don't mix. They hate each other, right? Historically. the
No,
French.
traditionally, the French have helped us.
Have they?
Yeah. In the War of Independence, they did help us against the British. Yeah. Traditionally, the French have been our friends. And in World
Okay.
War II, they were our friends too.
Were they?
They just gave up.
All right, being
Yeah,
your
we
friends.
were saving. What do you think? Where do you think D-Day happened?
Normandy.
It happened on
Was it-
French soil.
Yeah.
Because we're saving the French from the German oppressors. The French are our friends.
Right.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Even a Russian like you would know that.
Yep.
But anyway, what other stuff do you like to talk about? Or is this good?
I'm just practicing my English with you. I haven't spoken English for 7 years.
Golly.
Yeah,
your English is
helping me.
fucking fantastic.
Thank you. But, still atrophies if you don't use it. I speak
Yeah, it's
Russian
good.
at
What's
home. When I come out, I speak Russian. Everybody speaks Russian in Turkey.
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah, I assume you speak Turkish.
No. Not a word. Actually, no. I know a
Really?
few words. I know merhaba.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you know like hello and like how are you.
I
and
can
shit
get
like that.
by buying vegetables in the market, especially.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you speak Russian and English?
Yeah, just the two languages.
Nice.
And you?
Your English is fantastic.
Yeah, well, I lived in Canada 30 years, man.
Oh, it better be fantastic. Otherwise, you're fucking up. But no, I just speak English. I just speak God's language. That's it.
God's angels language, right?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing, really. Like God commands the angels, so fine. You can call it how you like. I'm not sure how they call it in Russia, but it's God's language.
What do you think? Do you think God spoke English?
Of course.
Okay.
That's why the Bible is in English.
The Bible's it was written in Aramaic language or something like that.
Aramaic, but that's why it was translated in English. So it was translated into God's language.
So why wouldn't it be written in God's language in the first place?
Because the people weren't they were too stupid to understand the brilliance of the English language. Like think of all like your people, like the Russians. Like
exactly.
they're like drinking and smoking in the street, wearing tracksuits and shit. They don't understand English. But that's why exactly. So it's the same with the Aramaic people. They were wearing tracksuits and drinking and smoking in the street, and they were wearing tracksuits. That's biblical. That's biblical, and they didn't understand English yet. But now we do.
No. Now they wear pajamas and they understand English. Okay.
Exactly.
And eat hot dogs.
Now
God's
God's
food is
people.
hot dogs.
Exactly. That's what. Well, it is. It's a tricky translation. Manna, though, is hot dogs.
So why would you eat a dog? That's the thing, though. Like a dog is a God's creature.
Koreans are going to heaven too. All right.
Okay.
That's what I say. Koreans are going to heaven too, or Chinese, depending on how you were taking that joke.
So, anyway, I assume you're a married guy, right? You look like you have 4 kids, right? 5 kids?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
It's a tough situation. I killed 3 of them though.
I just by looking at your couch, you got a few, darker spots there. You got a dog, right?
No.
No?
No, it's just a...
Oh, okay. You just had a hot dog. Okay.
Actually close. No, I had a sandwich.
Okay.
And I ate it on top of that. But hey, who's asking? Besides you, which I answered.
Okay. So yeah,
Totally.
I don't know. Like I kind of like it here in Turkey. The politics are not great, but the weather's perfect. Just beautiful.
Yeah. Erdogan isn't that bad.
I don't care
okay.
who he
To
is.
be
I don't
fair,
know much about his politics.
To be fair,
Yeah.
he seems like a crazy dictator, but it also seems like he likes Turkey. So it's like, well, what are you gonna do? Like that's my opinion as an American. Is like he's a crazy ass dictator, but seems like he likes Turkey. So I'm sure the Turkish people like him. I don't know.
Well, you can't deny like he's built Turkey like hell. There's the roads in here are beautiful. Like I wish we had roads like that in Canada that they built in here. We invested a lot of anyway into infrastructure here in Turkey. Not the buildings themselves, like they don't know how to build high rises.
Right.
Although like I went to Ankara, it looks pretty good. Ankara looks like Toronto, to be honest with you. It's cold in there. But here in Alanya, the buildings are so
Ankara isn't
cheaply...
that cold, eh?
Well, last time I was there,
Ankara is as cold as Toronto. Get the fuck out of here.
They get snowed in, but I haven't been there.
Like 3 inches of snow?
I don't know. I'm talking about infrastructure-wise. They're just as good as Toronto because they got those big high-rises that look like...
Yeah.
You're in a civilized place. Where I am, it's a resort town. Everything is cheaply built. It's not good. If there's an earthquake, everything's gonna collapse like Lego. Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? Wait, so what do? You work in like a resort town?
I don't work at a resort town. I'm a blogger and I run a blog on YouTube.
Cool.
But
what do you do?
I'm starting out blogger. I'm not making a living off it yet.
Yet. But like, what do you do?
I teach English on YouTube.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I help people. People subscribe to me and they learn English.
That's awesome. Wait, okay. So your English is better than mine.
No.
You commie fuck. You commie fuck. Yeah. You're coming after my English.
I'm not coming after your English.
I know.
You're a native. You're native.
No,
American
but
English.
You understand the grammatical distinctions better than I do.
But grammar is only grammar is only a small part of English language. It's only how would you say it? It's only for educational purposes.
Yeah, but that's what you're doing. You're doing educational purposes.
I don't teach grammar. I'm actually against teaching grammar. I want people to speak English, not to know grammar of English. And you know what? The problem is most Russians that learn English, they probably already know grammar better than you, but they can't speak the language. So that's the thing.
But I think it depends. For children, you just want to speak to them and just say whatever and like make coherent sentences and then they understand and like talk back. But for adult learners, I do think grammar is an important part of because you have conceptions in your head, like in Russian, right? You have conceptions of like parts of the sentence, right? Where like you say, I mean, I don't know Russian, but like you add endings to words that make them make a part of the sentence.
See,
Right?
you see where you're getting with this? You're talking about bullshit that nobody cares about.
No, it's not that nobody cares about it. It's that if you're already a native Russian speaker, then that's how you know language. So like you can explain to people like, okay, listen, you add the Prozhensky at the end of a word, and it means that it's the adjective.
Yeah.
So like then you can help people, because like I mean there's a lot of difficult things like I think what foreigners struggle with a lot is like things like articles like the and a. I
Yeah.
think foreigners struggle with a lot, and like or like like shit like adjectives and like where an adjective and where a verb should go in a sentence.
I can assure you that a typical Russian student who's learning English knows why he needs to use a or the, but he's not better than you, but he doesn't know how to use it in real life.
I do not believe that that's true.
It is true, because okay, what's an A article? Describe to me what it's for.
An A?
Yeah. Can you describe it to me?
Yeah, so like when you say like A,
yeah,
it's an article that describes an amount that is
close.
One.
Close, it's singular, right?
That's literally hold on, you Russian fuck. What I just said was it's an article that describes an amount that is one.
Correct.
What does that mean?
Correct.
Singular. Yes.
It is one.
So I know what it is. Fuck you.
A actually means one. It was just abbreviated into A.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, there you go. But
how
often when you use this article, how often do you think about these things? You never think about it. You just intuitively use it, and you never even think about these things.
I know, but like it's like if you're a child, it's fine. But like if you're teaching it to like Russian adults, that's a difficult thing. Because
that's like what I was saying. That's what I was saying. A lot of Russian adults know that it's one, but when it comes to using it while they're speaking, it's not happening. It's not. They're not.
But that's just practice. You just need to practice, and then like, to be honest, have people correct you and be like, that should have been that shouldn't have been a singular there, like that's.
It doesn't work that way.
No, it does.
Yeah.
If people correct you, you change. That's why you're a teacher. Of course. That's your job, is to correct people when they make mistakes.
Yeah, who cares? It's all going to be taken over with AI, and our professions are going to be long gone in a year or two.
Yeah. Everything will be exploded. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. Yeah. But the thing is, I have faith that things will just not change that much.
Yeah.
Because traditionally that's what has happened. So, I don't know. But maybe everything gets exploded. That'd be interesting.
What if AI invents a different language, which is going to be more advanced than what we speak?
What do you mean more advanced?
Well, for instance, let me explain. For a dolphin, right? Dolphins, they use ultrasounds, right? And in this 1 millisecond, they can convey a lot of information that we as humans can't understand, right? But they understand. He can tell you a whole story within a second. So, is their language more advanced than ours? Maybe their language is God's language.
First of all, we all know English is God's language. Okay. But to the point you're talking about... I'm not going to
argue with you there, but the dolphin might be, a little bit more godly than Americans.
I'm not saying the dolphin is going to hell. Yeah. I'm just saying probably purgatory. Okay. Probably purgatory. But no. More to your point that I think you were trying to make, unless it was a joke point, is that the information that computers exchange between one another is vastly faster than anything humans do.
Zeros and ones.
Yeah. But that doesn't make it God's language. Zeros and ones aren't God's language. It's English.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is that?
What do you mean?
Why do you think English is God's? Maybe the Jews actually used God's language.
No. Let's not be crazy. Let's not be crazy.
He didn't speak English. In fact, English didn't even exist back then when Jesus Christ existed 2,000 years ago.
Let's not be crazy.
Okay.
But no. God spoke Jew for 2,000 years. He's like, nah, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Then he spoke English.
I'm gonna translate the Bible into English now.
Exactly, but it's the evolution of of intelligent beings too. Like God didn't start with the best. God started with sharks and random shit. Right. And then eventually he's like, okay, finally I'm coming to the best. Finally humans can be here. And then it's the same thing with language. Like he started with you were saying, he started with Aramaic, Hebrew, Slavic languages. He started with all these shit languages that suck. And then eventually he moved it to
okay, so you believe in evolution.
perfection.
You believe that we evolved from jellyfish, basically, right?
Yes. It's the same thing. Like evolution from lower animals to higher animals was the same with language. Like we evolved from Slavic to English. You know what I mean?
Right. So they're not good enough.
I'm not saying they're not good enough. We don't man is made to shepherd the world. Right. But I'm just saying it's not,
Well, why haven't
it's not English.
Why haven't they picked up on the trend and said, okay, we speak Czech, we speak Chinese, fuck this language.
Most of them do.
Yeah, let's just speak God's language and learn English.
No, most of them do though. I mean, most Westernized Russians speak English, of course.
Yeah. Same goes for Americans. I know a few Americans that Easternized and they speak Russian.
I wish I spoke Russian, but I don't.
Interesting.
No, I mean it's a good language to know. Why not?
Every language is.
It'd be like Mandarin, Russian, German, Cantonese, and Arabic.
Arabic would be a really nice language to learn.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you want to know Mandarin, Russian, German, and Arabic.
Yeah.
And Spanish. You need to know Spanish.
Oh, Spanish for sure.
And then Spanish? I think.
Have you ever learned Spanish?
Un poco and nothing. I know nothing.
No.
Nada.
Just you like the Spanish food, tacos.
No, I mean I can understand Spanish a little bit, but I don't speak it very well. But yeah, I mean I work with Hispanic people sometimes, and I can understand what they're saying some of the time. I would say I am 35% proficient.
Okay.
In Spanish.
So what do you do for work?
Kind of understand what they're saying. Pardon?
What do you do for work?
I work in a restaurant.
In a restaurant? Waiter?
No.
Waitress?
No. Oh. Yes. I meant yes. Sorry, that was a good joke. I meant yes. Sorry. I didn't mean to fuck up your joke. Damn it. Sorry.
I used to work in a restaurant when I was 17.
I love working in a restaurant.
I was busboy, and then they called us servant's assistant. So we weren't busboys. We were
brutal.
That was the politically correct terminology.
No, but I am. But no, I like working in a restaurant. I do okay.
All right. But you need to clean your couch. It's got some dark spots there.
Here?
You need to dry clean it, or what do you steam clean it or something,
Yeah, I probably do. Golly. You're right. Fuck.
You're eating on you eating Taco Bell on that couch, right?
No, I make my own food.
Yeah.
But nothing exciting.
No.
No. I don't do anything interesting. I just slice up potatoes and cook them, or have a salad. I don't do anything cool.
You eat bacon and eggs for breakfast. I know that.
I don't eat breakfast.
No.
No.
Skip
not
it.
Worth it.
No.
It's not that I skip it. I'm just not hungry in the morning, and then I fucking feel like shit if I do eat it.
I'm the same way, but my wife eats breakfast and I have to join her.
Well, if that, I mean, I'm not married, right. but if that happened, I would just eat half a piece of toast and just. I was kidding, but no, I would just eat half a piece of toast and hope she didn't notice. That's what I would do. I can't eat in the morning. It's just I'd feel horrible the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I eat
maybe that's the way to go.
Dinner.
Just eat before bedtime. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a the hell's the word? The people who know like a nutritionist or some shit. I'm not that. Yeah. So maybe it's good for you, but it's just how I am. I can't eat in the morning.
Oh, I'm a bacon and egg kind of guy, but we don't have bacon here in Turkey, so.
Oh, right. Yeah. Muslim.
Yeah.
That's true. The Ayatollah has you by the fucking balls.
We have bacon in the store, but it's just 3 times the cost.
Well, yeah, of course.
So you buy three little strips for I don't know, an insane amount of money. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Fuck them. But yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You don't need to eat bacon though. You could have pork or that's the same animal. But you could have beef.
Yeah, beef and lamb is okay.
Lamb. What do you mean lamb is okay? Lamb is fantastic.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Friggin' expensive in here.
It's expensive everywhere, I think.
Is it?
I mean, it's expensive here too, so I assume.
In the United States, you don't have good lamb. The Turkish, they have really good lamb.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got lamb imported from New Zealand, likely. You buy it from Costco, right?
I don't have lamb.
No?
I mean,
if you go to Costco, you buy lamb in a big
probably from meat. Yeah. It's probably from New Zealand or whatever. Yeah. We don't have the Greek or Turkic lamb, but it's still expensive here too. So it's why would I buy it? It's still expensive. Beef is cheap as fuck.
Yeah. Chicken.
How much is it per pound or per kilo for you?
It's hard to figure out the cost. A kilo is. No, I gotta get my.
Currency. Or a pound or whatever, an ounce.
My currency converter. Hold on a sec. There we go.
Oh, first, shit. I gotta figure out. It's in Turkish lira. Shit.
Okay, let's say 1 kilo of lamb costs I don't know, US dollars, $28.
That's probably similar. That's similar.
So a pound is what, $16? What's half of 28? 14, 13, 12 or $13?
Yeah, it's like 12 or 13.
Anywhere between
that's about right.
$15.
That's about the same.
Yeah, but the salary.
I was saying beef though. Beef.
I'm talking about lamb.
Because lamb I'm assuming is about the same because
about the same, yeah.
you guys have closer lamb than we do. You have a lot more lamb made in Turkey and Greece than we do in the United States.
The thing is, the lamb that's in here is local lamb. It's being hurt here in the mountains. It's not somewhere in New Zealand eaten.
That's literally what I was just saying.
Yeah, my English is not as good.
No, it's okay. No, what I was saying is the price is the same because you have it locally for you.
Yeah.
And we have to import it from. We don't have lamb in the United States. Chicago, we don't have lamb. We don't have the mountains or the pastures for lamb.
Yep.
We have to fucking buy them from who the fuck knows where. Apparently New Zealand. I didn't know that.
And maybe it was pre-frozen before it got to you. Who knows?
It almost certainly was. Yeah. For you, it wasn't.
Anyway, so freaking expensive in here because the salaries in here compared to the United States, are maybe 4 or 5 times less than.
Yeah. We make a lot more money than you. That's true.
Yeah. So for a Turkish man to buy a pound of lamb is they stopped eating meat because the prices went soaring high.
Oh.
Yeah. So they primarily eat chicken and white bread here and rice, potatoes.
You can't go wrong with that.
It's all right.
But that's ridiculous. But like but like the 20 if the conversion is like $22 for a pound of lamb, that's pretty expensive. Yeah, fuck that. Chicken is so cheap. And beef in America is really cheap. I don't know how it is.
So is pork. Yeah, pork is cheap in America.
Pork in America, yeah.
Yeah.
No, obviously not.
Alcohol, though, is very expensive here.
It's expensive here too. Not expensive as is there, but
for you, it might be like if you travel down to Mexico, you're paying half the price for alcohol, right? More than double it. Anyway.
Probably, yeah.
Because I was talking to a guy from Guatemala. He said the cheapest beer is about $2 a bottle, something like that. Anyway.
No,
Canada is double the price.
Yeah, Canada is an interesting place.
Yeah.
A beautiful place. A lovely place. But they have like that fucking Canada board of like alcohol that fucks with everybody. Right? Or is that just in Ontario?
Board?
There's like a Canadian board of alcohol or some shit that like fucks everybody over.
I don't know.
I don't know. That might just be in Ontario and not in all of Canada. But I've had my friends from Ontario like complain and be like, these motherfuckers are like jacking up the price and shit. It might just be Ontario. I'm not sure. But it's like a Canada Board of Liquors or some shit.
Last time I was in Canada, people were traveling south the border so they can go binge drinking. But you can't smuggle alcohol back to Canada. There's no way. You're gonna get fined.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can have your good time in America.
Yeah,
everybody loves America.
Yeah, but then you have to stay over somewhere, right, to get sober up.
You don't have to sober up in America. That's not a rule. I don't think.
You can't drink and drive.
Well, you don't have to drink and drive. You could drink and be driven.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
Yeah,
right?
You could, technically, but if a couple goes down the states.
And legally.
Yeah, legally. Exactly. But you could technically stay over at a motel and just drive back.
Yeah, I mean,
next morning.
Sorry. No, Detroit is a nice. I shouldn't say that. Detroit is an acceptable city.
Are you from Detroit?
No, I'm from Chicago. I told you.
No, I'm just saying.
Like,
why are you talking about Detroit?
Because if you're between, it's not Toronto exactly, but if you're between America and Canada near Toronto, that would be the city you go through is Detroit.
I was talking to a person in Toronto, and they said you don't pronounce T in the second syllable. You say Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah, fuck them. Who cares? I say Toronto.
Okay.
I'm not from Toronto.
You're not from Toronto.
Toronto, but no, those are like weird hillbillies from probably not the city center. They're from like fucking oh god, what's it called? I know Mississauga. I know fucking suburbs of this fucking piece of shit city. Yeah, no, it's Toronto. It's Toronto. That's how you say it. Because there's a T there.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to say it. And as a Turk, like, when I said it, Turk.
But they pronounce
That's not fair.
Toronto. They don't say Arana, right?
Exactly.
T.
It's a T. A T is there. So say it as a T.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Moving
It was
on.
lovely talking to you, and you're really funny. And I'm going to smoke a cigarette, and yeah. But if I talk to you later, that's lovely. And if I don't, God bless you. And I hope you have a great day, because you're really fun to talk to.
Yeah, likewise. Have a nice day.
Bye. I'm going to smoke a cigarette.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, wait, shit. Wait, hold on. One sec. Oh, bye, that guy. Fuck.
Bye.
Wait, you're here. Yes. Hold on. I don't know how to give you a fucking thing. Let me give you a thing. And then I'll leave.
You give me a plus, okay?
But I don't fucking... Yeah, but now you're fucked. You're on, like, the side. Hold on.
And so are you. You're actually... I added...
I don't give a shit about that.
I added you.
Okay. I wanted to give you a fucking, like, plus thingy. I really do need to smoke a cigarette, though. Fuck. No, I can do it if somebody accepts us, but maybe we're too much of losers. God damn. We suck.
There we go.
Oh, no, he left. Fuck. No. Oh. Well, this, whatever.
Okay,
I would give you...
added you, man. So...
Good. I'll give you a diamond if we ever talk again, and if I ever fucking figure out how to fucking do this shit.
I don't know how to
Hey,
do this
our
either.
Romanian friend. Shit, I really do smoke. How do I fucking give you... I just want to give you a diamond. Why is this so fucking complicated? What the fuck? That guy's trying to jay it. Okay. Well. Wait, no. Friends. Yay.
I added you, man, so don't worry about it. Go smoke your cigarette.
I
Cheers,
will.
man.
And, oh, this guy's trying to jay it. Anyway, if somehow you're still here...
Yes, I'm still here.
Then good. But I'll be back.
translation is what happened to Beavis.
What happened to Beavis?
I don't think.
Türkiye merhaba.
Merhaba. Nasılsın?
Does it mean thank you?
I don't speak Turkish.
It says you're from Turkey.
It says I'm in Turkey. I'm not from Turkey.
So where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
Bro, you speak Turkish.
No. Zero.
You're from Turkey, you don't speak Turkish.
No.
Turkiye, no?
No.
Arabic, Persian, Kurdish.
Try English.
Bro, you gotta, I mean, what is your mother tongue?
I speak Russian and English. 2 languages.
Ну, тогда говори, что ты из России.
No.
Говори так.
А ты?
Я из Индии.
А русский откуда знаешь?
Я в России жил много лет.
А английский
Да.
откуда знаешь?
В Новой Зеландии. Я Deutsch тоже знаю. Ich spreche Deutsch auch.
Полиглот.
Как там вам?
Где, в Турции-то? Нормально.
Тепло, да?
Тепло. А ты долго
Из
жил?
конкретно
Долго жил в России, да? У тебя вот уже такое довольно-таки
5 лет.
5 лет?
5 лет, да.
Ты так хорошо уже. Ну, слышу, так уверенно
А.
разговариваешь. Ну, есть
Да,
акцент,
такой.
но все равно это видно, что ты там бывал в этих краях, по крайней мере.
Я понимаю практически все. Я понимаю хорошо, он говорит плохо.
Понятно.
Из России конкретно где?
Да я не из России. Кто сказал, что я из России? Из Канады я. Канадщина.
Из Канады?
Да.
В Канаде родился, да?
Нет, я родился в Советском Союзе. Я в Канаду в детстве
О.
приехал. В детстве.
Мгм.
Да.
А где в Канаде конкретно?
Канада, Ванкувер,
Vancouver, это BC, да?
BC, я.
And you have a city over there, it's called Surrey,
Have you been?
small town. No, but a lot of my people live there,
Yeah,
Punjabis.
I was gonna say you'd fit right in in Surrey. You know what? I've lived in Surrey. I've lived in New West, Abbotsford, and Vancouver, obviously, and Richmond.
Yeah,
So I know the area quite well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the people over there in Surrey, they're mostly from my region of India, from Punjab, Sikh.
Yeah. You know,
And
there's
they
a
are-
joke. You know what the longest bridge in the world is?
Branch?
Bridge.
Bridge.
Most. It's Patula Bridge, because it goes all the way from New Westminster to Bombay.
That's very
Racist.
relevant. You gotta turn these jokes to relevant, not racist, because this is how it is. If you joke about anything, and not everything is racist, you know.
I don't know.
Especially like Surrey. What is it like? Is it safe to be there? I think there should be a lot.
You know
of
what?
crime too.
Surrey is not the safest place to be living in. You know, I'd say we had a couple of
Yeah.
occasions where the area where I lived, somebody's been murdered in a park across the street. Right? Not once, several times. We had the police surrounded, taped the whole park. So I would
And
say
who are the people?
Hmm?
Who are involved in
East
this
Indian
crime?
people. Yeah, because they
Really?
yeah. And it's they're teenagers. I think it was one. Let's not talk about this. It's not something I want to discuss.
I heard like Punjabis are involved in drug trafficking a lot,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the Canadian American border. And this is not good because we are supposed to be very religious and peaceful people. But why it happens when you go down in Canada and do this? I don't understand.
The thing
Or
is,
it like
these are
it-
not true Indian people. They're born in Canada, born and raised.
okay?
So they have gangs, and you know, they watched this. They're raised on this mafia movies primarily, right? Italian gangs, and I think they just try to copy the style, but they're not born and raised in India by no means. They're
I hope the new generation is better. I mean, even still, if they are born and raised in Canada, they have huge influence of local culture because our culture
absolutely,
almost
yeah,
never goes away. Just
yeah.
like как русский, да, там, как ушел из России, Россия, не Россия от себя, как
Mhm.
ушел, как говорят. Так у нас культура тоже так сильно. Как,
Wow.
да,
No,
влияние.
the people who are from India, they're not the nicest people. They're not. It's the ones that were born in and raised, and I think it goes from high school. I think they get influenced by I don't know, people who don't behave properly. That's just
Yeah, there must be a lot of black people also, if I'm not wrong to say that.
no. Well, I don't know. Last time I was in Surrey was a long time ago, so I wouldn't. There's no comment.
Okay. What do you do in Turkey though?
I actually bought an apartment in here, and
Oh,
um, I have what do you call it? Permanent residency. They call it
okay,
in here. For
okay.
2 years, I have the right to live here, and then I have to either renew the permit or move back to Canada.
So if you buy an apartment in Turkey, you can get the permanent resident.
It used to be like that when I bought here 7 years ago. You could do
Okay.
anything. You could get a citizenship. You can get permanent residency. But nowadays the laws have changed, and they're not handing out permanent residencies anymore to apartment owners. And a lot of people
Probably
are
because of
they're selling their
because of
apartments.
Russian invasion of Turkey.
Yeah, because the Russian-Ukrainian invasion, exactly. They invaded. They
And
annexed. They
Turkey as
annexed
well.
Turkey, and the locals that were started complaining. They're like, "This, it's our country. Keep the immigrants
Well, they get
away."
paid well. They get they raise the rent. They're getting like double the price they used to within 2 years.
7 years ago, the rent was so cheap. It was it costed peanuts. It was like 800 liras for a 2+1 for 2-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom apartment even. And there are so many offers, just unbelievable. Nobody can rent out. And then over the 5-year period, the prices rose to, I don't know, European level. Like right now, if you want to rent that apartment, it's $1,000 a month.
Serbia is doing pretty much the same what Turkey did probably 7 years ago. They're handing out residence to everybody who buys an apartment in
Yeah, but
Serbia.
Serbia, like, what's so great about Serbia? In here, I have the
I've
Mediterranean
been there, I
Sea.
lived there.
Hmm?
Best thing about Serbia is they are your business most safer possibly, and they're surrounded by Schengen, European Union, European countries.
Right.
They have big influence from Germany and France and those big countries. So they make sure the corruption doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Their prime minister resigned last week because of protests. So you can also feel the power of the people. Just some bridge fell. Some bridge was built and it fell somewhere, and people take the prime minister office. You can see how strong people are there. So
Well,
democracy is
that's called anarchy, when people are, uncontrollably destroying collateral.
no, they
On
they
the
did not
street,
destroy
right?
anything. They're peaceful students protests against corruption. That's what they did.
That's how
They
it
destroy nothing.
always starts like that. Anyway.
Well,
But
what,
I
what,
like I
what do
wouldn't
you
I
think
wouldn't
about
want to
this?
live in Serbia for just for the climate reasons. I like tropical climate. That's why I moved out to
They love
Canada.
Russians.
Hmm?
They love Russians.
I'm not. Yeah, but do I look like I'm Russian?
No, because you said you were born in Russia.
Yeah, I was born in Russia.
And your name
No,
is
I know,
Russian.
I know Mark is not a Russian name. It's not Russian.
Your name is Mark,
Yeah.
and what is your full
What's
name?
what's your name?
Ravinder.
Ravinder. Yeah. I think your name is more Russian than mine.
No, I don't think my name is. It's just a Sikh name. That's all most names. But yeah, they're nice people, cool people. I mean, I felt
I'm
peaceful over
actually
there.
aware of that. The Serbians are quite nice. They love Russians, right? Because Russia protected them historically.
Yeah,
So like I've noticed that Serbians, even in Canada, they're so friendly to the Russians, to anybody who
yes,
speaks Russian. Oh, there was one
yes.
guy, he even called me Bratko. He said Bratko. I was like,
Their language
wow,
is old, uh,
old, yeah.
old church. Yes, feels like some people told me it feels like they are experiencing history, especially some old cities in Serbia. They
Hmm.
feel like they came to Russia like Tsar time, 100 years back.
Yeah.
That's what Russians feel.
But you live in India now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was planning to because I don't like living here,
Hmm.
uh, so I will probably move to some country in Europe. Yes,
Hmm. Well, why not Canada
even
or
Turkey.
Surrey? Don't you have
Uh,
friends and relatives there?
e- everybody's there. My cousins are there. They're everybody's there almost.
Hmm.
I'm alone here. I can go there and
Well, there you go. They
but
have.
I don't like
Do they live in a big house? You can
one.
just you know, crush your bones in the basement. You don't have to pay rent.
Oh shit! No, yeah, I see they're living in basement. But you see, I don't like the life of. So I like European lifestyle. That's what I
Yeah,
like. Morning, evening, get to work. There's a cafe in the way. You walk. You take your bicycle to work.
yeah.
That's what I like. And there's a lake nearby, the park you can go running. And there's some mountains and some beach, and it's warm.
Mm.
This is what I like.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Surrey is so boring. I used to live in there. You need to have a car to get anywhere. And you're
In
basically
every
you're in the middle of nowhere. You just got houses and roads. That's it. It's so boring. And the weather's not that nice either. It gets gloomy.
you need
Sometimes it's
car
sunny.
everywhere in Canada, I believe. In all cities, commute to work.
Well, some people manage to get by living in the center in downtown. Then it's okay. You don't need a car. You just,
Yeah.
live in those high rises. You go downstairs and you got cafes and you got English Bay in there, Starbuckses.
But
So it's all
yeah,
fine.
honestly, like, would you have rather the same life in Europe or in Canada, like same salary and house? Would it be rather better be in Canada or in Europe?
To be honest with you, I dread coming back to Canada because I've lived. It's just too expensive. The lifestyle that I'm living right now, I wouldn't be able to afford in Canada. Like
Yeah.
right now, I'm living in a penthouse with a sea view. Like I'd have to be a millionaire in Canada, I think, to live like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know. So I live like a king in Turkey. Like I can have all the food I want. I don't have a car. I don't need a car. I got stores around me. I got 50
Yeah.
meters that way. I have the beach, and maybe half a kilometer that way. I got the mountains.
Yes. And do you work remotely?
I have an e-scooter. Like if I, because we have like a bicycle road, so I can get to the center. I got two centers, one in there, one in there, within 10 minutes on my e-scooter.
Which
So
city is it?
I don't even need a car. In Alanya.
Which, oh, yeah.
Like I
No,
really, if I have a car, it's likely gonna be parked, unless I decide to travel, to another city. It's gonna be maybe once every 2 months. But the convenience, like
yes.
what I like about Turkey is they have small stores down, like on the street stores everywhere. They're like markets, but the prices are not jacked up. They're the same as the bigger stores. Whereas in Canada, you have to go to a bigger store to save money, right?
Yeah.
And that's why
And
you
the
need a
corner
car,
there is like,
is you have to commute like from your house to Costco half an hour and go back. You waste an hour on your weekend shopping just for groceries. In here, you don't waste your
same
time.
in
You
New
just go
Zealand.
downstairs, you buy
When I was
groceries.
when I was living in New Zealand, the life in city was terrible. So you gotta like go out every week, take your car, drive around somewhere close to mountains. That's how you. But in Europe, even doesn't matter where you are, it's always nice,
I can
including
imagine
Turkey.
that. Yeah, well, I wouldn't compare Turkey to Europe, but it's so convenient. Everything is just so convenient here, except they don't have a stable internet connection. That's one thing that drives me nuts. Every time there's a rain, it's like a catastrophe in here. They disconnect your internet.
That's right. But I have internet in India is even better than Turkey in that way.
Well, yeah, hopefully it's going to change, but not anytime soon, because I've been here for 7 years and nothing changed.
They should, because a lot of nomads gonna be moving in the future back and forth.
I've heard Syrians are moving out of Turkey. Like they lived in Mersin, and right now they're moving out for some reason. I don't know why, and I don't know where they're migrating to, but that's what I heard.
To Syria,
Yeah,
back to country, I believe.
maybe.
They can see their relatives, and now the country is better, peaceful,
Is it now?
because the
Okay.
dictator,
Okay. Plus,
the
everything's getting so
dictator is,
expensive here. It's unbelievable. I think Syria is gonna be much better for them.
I hope. All right, brother. Mark,
Yeah, it was nice
nice to
chatting
talk
with
to
you,
you.
Ravinder. Likewise. You have a nice
Have a
day.
great day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Ciao.